No one noticed when Aisha stopped answering her phone. In a city that moved too fast and cared too little, one missing girl was just another rumor. But her silence hid a story of love, betrayal, fear, and a terrible ending that no one could undo. Aisha was known as a lively, confident girl. She had dreams bigger than the narrow streets she grew up in. She believed in love with complete honesty, even when love didn't deserve it. When she met Seima, she thought fate had finally chosen her. He was charming, attentive, and protective, almost too perfect. He promised her a future filled with respect and loyalty. Against her parents' advice and her friends' doubts, she trusted him completely. Their relationship moved fast. Seima wanted control disguised as care. He decided what she wore, where she went, and who she talked to. At first, Aisha mistook his jealousy for love. She believed sacrifice was the price of commitment. Slowly, her world became smaller, centered only around him. But loneliness has a way of opening doors that should remain closed. At her workplace, Aisha met Zayan, a calm, understanding man who listened without judgment. With him, she felt heard again. What started as simple conversations turned into emotional comfort, and soon, into something she knew was wrong. She struggled with guilt, but also with the feeling of being alive again. She told herself she would end it, that it was just a phase, but lies grow faster than truth. Seima sensed the change. Love mixed with obsession can become dangerous. He checked her phone, followed her, and waited for proof. The day he found the messages, something inside him broke. Rage replaced reason. Instead of confronting her honestly or walking away, he chose a darker path. He asked Aisha to meet him one last time, saying he wanted to talk and fix everything. Tired, confused, and afraid of losing him, she agreed. They drove far outside the city, to a deserted place where streetlights didn't reach and voices couldn't be heard. There, the truth came out. Aisha admitted her mistake through tears. She begged for forgiveness, promising to end everything else and start again. But Seima's heart had already turned cold. In his mind, her infidelity had destroyed his honor, his trust, his control. Blinded by anger and pride, he believed punishment was justice. What happened next was quick, cruel, and irreversible. Aisha never returned home. Her body was later found dumped in that deserted place. Abandoned like her life had meant nothing. The news shook the city for a day, then faded into another headline. But behind that headline was a family shattered forever. A mother who waited at the door every night. A father who blamed himself for trusting too easily. Friends who replayed every conversation, wishing they had warned her louder. Seima was eventually arrested. During the trial, he spoke of betrayal, of pain, of lost honor. But no excuse could justify taking a life. Infidelity is a wound, not a license to kill. Love, no matter how broken, never gives the right to murder. Aisha made a mistake, one that many humans make. But mistakes should lead to lessons, not death. Her story is not just about infidelity. It is about blind trust, emotional control, and how unchecked anger can destroy multiple lives. It is a reminder that love without respect becomes a prison, and jealousy without reason becomes a weapon. In the end, Aisha lost her life. Seima lost his freedom, and two families lost their peace. Betrayal destroyed trust, but violence destroyed humanity. And somewhere, in that deserted place, silence still whispers her name, asking the world to learn before it is too late.